Welcome, one and all. Austin,
Hey,
it's that time again for another episode of 40K Fanatics Podcast, the podcast where we talk to you about all the things in 40K and various other miniature hobbies. And we have so much fun. We try to stay very positive. We try to have fun with our plastic toy soldiers. My name is Shane. That is Austin. We are your hosts, and we're going to get right into it today. Today we're talking about video games. I know we're a couple weeks late, but that's the way that we work. So I suppose it's all fine if we happen to be the only place you get a lot of your information from. It's all new to you when you get it. So we're going to talk about the Warhammer Skulls reveals from a couple weeks ago, and we're going to gauge our level of hype about these various video games and expansions that were announced. I was just looking over it myself, and there are a couple that I'm actually really interested in. But first, as always, we must open up the Vox channel. The Vox channel is a part of the show where we read your comments, whether we like them or not. Now, we're sort of we have like a week lag in this portion of the show, where the latest episode has only just come out on YouTube at the time that we record the next one, and so we tend to talk about the one before that. And the one before that, you guys did not care anything about whatsoever, and it was the What is 40K? And I implored you all 50 of you that watched on YouTube, because it did not hit. I thought there'd be a lot more people searching that. I thought, what is 40K would be quite a hot sort of thing. You didn't see us that way. But that's okay. We did, in fact, get a couple of comments, and here are some. This comes from Norn Ambassador. He says, I think my favorite explanation of Warhammer 40K is its, quote, complicated chess with rulers, end quote, LOL. And then underneath that, frequent contributor Paradukes says, the best way I've heard it described is, you spend hours rolling dice and arguing to figure out the order in which you put away your immaculately painted war dollies.
that's very true.
Oh man, isn't it though?
Yeah.
Over on the Spotify, we encourage you to listen on Spotify because Spotify is cool, and you can rate and review there, and I hope you give us 5 stars. Otherwise, you're a jerk face. But Hunter says, because I asked, how'd you guys get into 40K and things of that sort, so that the new folks can feel some camaraderie if their experience is tracking similarly. Hunter says, I got into 40K through my friend who plays board games. He mentioned it, but he never played it, so I watched a battle report and was instantly hooked. I always loved the idea of moving models with inches. Also, side question, you mentioned Casey in this pod. Where is he? I feel like it's been forever, but maybe it's just me. I really miss him, and he was one of my favorites. And Hunter, you will be glad to know that we are in talks presently with Casey to have him on for a pod. We want to get him on to talk about the new sort of what's what and who's who and where we're at with the new Horus Heresy edition, which I think is the Drop Site Massacre at Isfahan 5, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and he's got many stories to tell us about that. But as he has 2 small children, as he is emperor of his own imperium, we gotta find a hole in his schedule that he can come and talk to us. But Casey is around. He's in the Discord too. So if you want your comments read, leave them wherever you can leave comments, and we will find them and read them. And if you want to participate in discussions with me, Austin, Casey, and the rest of our lovely community, you can join our Discord for absolutely no money down below. It's time now to open up the Bits box. Austin, open it up! The Bits box is a part of the show where we talk about what we've done in the miniature hobby this week. I've done some stuff. Austin, have you done any things?
I've done things.
What'd you do?
Well, as you know, I've been working on those trolls. Been working on those, getting the details done. I've got kind of focused on just 3 of them right now for most of the detail and work on them. As you know, we have that 1,500 point tournament coming up for Old World at Game Fest, and I think at the most I would run 3 in my list. So I'm kind of prioritizing on finishing up at least 3. Putting the others on the back burner for lower priority to get done later. So I've been working on those 3 trolls. They're looking good. I think you've seen some photos of them. Uh,
Yeah, I believe the photos are posted in the bits box too, so you all can go and see and comment and let us know what you think.
but I've also just last night had been working on a movement tray for my spider riders. Got it from Litho, I think it's called Litho, and they have numerous wargame accessories, bases, movement trays, dice stuff, all that. And I got one of their movement trays. I had to glue that together, and then I got a steel insert for it, a flexible steel insert that has an adhesive backing, and put that into the movement tray and magnetize the spiders so that they can just slot into the movement tray. I can flip the movement tray upside down, and they do not fall out.
Ooh,
That's mainly just got it because there's not a back rail to the movement tray, so you can just take the figures out and slide them out. And I didn't want situations where they just fall out, so I went ahead and magnetized them.
nice.
I'll be
Um,
painting those up soon.
I I very quickly painted another bolt thrower for Old World, and now so I've got 2 bolt throwers to shoot all your big scary stuff to death before they get to my lines. My dragon, of course, is done, and I think I played with my list a little bit, and I've got plenty of points now. 1,500 is
Mhm.
easily met for me.
Yeah.
Um, I also built my Old World Mage, so this is the Foot Mage. A very neat kit. So it comes with a mounted and mage and a mage on foot. Comes with a lot of different arm options. So you can have him holding a sword or holding a staff or holding a book and things like that. Um, with the mounted one arm kind of holds the reins of the horse, and the other you pick whatever you want. Uh, but he had like standing on his feet. The foot one, he had standing on
Mhm.
his feet, or standing on a rock formation type thing, or floating on smoke.
Oh, they had floating on smoke. I haven't
Yes,
seen that one.
he has no feet. It's like he's just appeared out of the ground, and that's the one I picked. It looks sick, and
Okay,
he's got a
I'll have to
sword.
see that.
He's got a sword overhead, and then uh, he's got a big old uh, staff with like a fireball on the end of it, and that's gonna be great once I paint it up. I picked a helmeted head because I feel like he's a battle mage. He's real sporty.
Mhm.
So he'll be walking around aimlessly, I figure, casting his little spells, doing his pew pews.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, the big development this week for me in miniature hobby and slash 40k. I think I told the folks last week that I got round 1 done of the first round of the local league. Next week we will have a new mission deck to work with, which I'm quite excited about. I also want to play many games with the um, somewhat controversial twist cards, and I want to play the asymmetric mode. So I hope to get quite a few. And I've not forgotten about my Nachman Gauntlet Crusade. I want to nail down another game with somebody in the Nachman Gauntlet. Maybe this week or next. But I got to played it with the wife, Scenario 1 of Black Seas. That is the Age of Sail, sailboat, ship combat game. It is not in any way sci-fi, it's a historical. And it is better than I even expected it to be. It is so good. The the thing that makes it sing is the wind direction, its orientation to your boat, and then the mandatory movement subject to the level of sail you declare. Because it
Yeah.
creates this dance that you have to do of where am I going to end up? And then once I end up there, where do I want my boat to be facing so that if the wind doesn't move, which sometimes it won't, I'll still be in a position to, make another good maneuver and get myself in position. Um, It's great, man. It's going to be really fun. It's super thematic. Feels very much like it should. Like you feel like you're a captain of a ship firing the cannons and trying to keep the wind, on your side. And,
Mhm.
and then if you don't have the wind on your side, it's you're sort of taking some big swings at it.
Yeah.
So it's really good, and I can't wait to play it again. I've got a couple of boats that I need to paint so that I have enough to do the second scenario, which requires like 3 smaller boats and 2 slightly larger boats, one being a merchant. There was an excellent punch sheet for, in fact, 4 of them for this in the starter set. And it's got all kinds of markers and stuff like little treasure chests and things for when you board a ship and capture some of their treasure and things like that. Um, it even has got activation markers because if you have quite a few ships, it can be very easy to forget who's gone and who hasn't as they move around, subject to where the wind is and the sort of turn order that you end up in. Um,
Yeah.
and the activation markers have got things like whale tails on them, or dolphin pods, or little fish, and stuff like that. So as you play the turn, you sort of end up decorating the ocean,
It's
which
very
is
interesting.
just such a nice touch, you know. They could have
Hmm.
very easily given us clear rocks to be markers, but instead they stuck it on the punch sheet. It's a ton of them. They're all kind of varied, and I mean, I'm just really impressed with the whole thing.
Hmm.
But that's what I've done in the miniature hobby this week.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah,
Have you ordered your made to order stuff yet?
I
Or Old World?
yes, I ordered. Well, the only thing I wanted out of well, I wanted 2 things out of the made to order, and I believe they are ordered. I wanted the unicorn rider person, and I
Yeah.
wanted the pack of 4. I think it's elven heroes because they had like
Okay.
elven nobles, which looked very fancy
Yeah.
pants, and then they had the elven heroes, which look a little more. Um, you know, in the game, they're still just going to be princes and nobles, subject to whatever I want to kit them out with and things like that, mounted and on foot. But they look a little more rough and tumble, and so I liked that. So they're on the
I
way.
see. Yeah. So the one without the horses?
I think there is one with a horse. I,
Okay.
th- I,
Because
th-
I
I think
see
one
there.
guy's on a horse. Maybe I don't know. I don't have it pulled up.
Okay.
The main thing,
I just wondered.
because I almost forgot all about them, is the unicorn person. That
Yeah.
guy,
Mhm.
lady thing. That's awesome. Like as
Yeah.
soon as I saw, oh, we got a unicorn rider, it had to be added to the army.
Yeah. And she has specific roles in, I think, the Sea Guard list.
She's in the Arcane Journal, and she can be taken, I think, just one of her under any circumstance. Uh,
Okay.
and her rule is when you go to attack her, you have to take a leadership test, or else you only hit her on 6s.
Interesting.
Something about I forget what it's called. It's something like it. Uh, I don't remember what it's called. It makes people not want to attack her because of the unicorn, I think.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
That's it.
I think that's it. I'm gonna paint that
Was it?
unicorn like a ever so ever so delicate pink. Like it'll be white across the top, and then it will sort of fade to a pink, I think, and that's gonna look sick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like how a white horse has got a lot of grays and almost fleshy colors to it.
Yeah.
Well, instead of that, this thing's gonna go a little bit cotton candy,
Okay.
while still reading as a white horse. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be awesome.
Was it?
Close it.
Terrible.
Austin, you're leading today.
Well, I am.
Yeah, you got into 40K via video games.
Well, I got into Warhammer via video games. I got into Warhammer 40K because no one played Warhammer.
Well, sure. um, and so the Skulls showcase has got to, I mean, that's got to say a lot to you. Like, this has got to be a fun time of the year.
Sometimes.
It's got some stuff I'm going to have to play, I'm afraid. And,
Yeah, there's a couple things in here I am excited for. There's a lot of stuff I'm just kind of about.
do you want to
I'm
go
just
5
not really
skulls?
feeling it.
You want to go 5 skulls or 10 skulls for our ratings of of our level of hype about these things?
We can do 5.
Okay, 5 skulls. Kick us off. I've got the little article pulled up. We're just sort of gonna, you know what we're gonna do today, folks? We're gonna review. You remember back when everybody would have the book or the study guide and we would just review? Teacher would read, kind of talk about, ask some questions if you need to. There'd always be that one a-hole that would try to ask some questions, get the whole thing off on a tangent so that we would never actually proceed.
Me.
Yes, me too. I was that guy. Can you imagine? Get in the
So,
comments.
so
In,
first up,
in what way
yeah.
were you disruptive in class?
First up, we have the Space Marine Mastercrafted Edition,
Miss me with
and this
this.
is this is a 4K remaster of the Space Marine 1 game from 2011. Updated graphics, new character models, remastered audio, updated UI and controls for modern gameplay. Uh, as you said, you were not interested in this. I am not very interested in this because I already own the original, and I don't see any reason to really upgrade it.
I got two things for this. Okay, first of all, it certainly needed the updated controls because that was a super clunky game, super duper clunky.
Yeah.
Like even for its time, it was clunky as it could be. Uh, I did not very much enjoy playing it, and Casey thought that that was heresy, but it was my experience. That's what I got. Um, Also, I think it's crazy that they cranked up the price on Space Marine 1 to like $50 or something right before Space Marine 2 came out because they knew people were going to go and take a look at it. And then they're
Mhm.
going to come out with a remaster. Like, what are you doing? Was the
Yeah.
remaster late? Did it take too long? Or did they not expect Space Marine 2 to be such a success and then they went and rushed a remaster of. Like, I don't understand this development cycle on these two games because now they're going to get another $60 or $70 out of some folks that just bought the other one recently at a premium. But anyway, one out of five skulls.
Yeah, I'd want to give it like a 3. Just had Steam open. I was looking at what Space Marine's currently. Yeah, $60 right now for the standard edition.
Insanity.
It's on sale for 35. I'd want to give this 3 skulls for like a general consumer, saying, "Hey, this is out. If you want to play it, it's out now."
You
For
know,
me personally, it's down to a 1 because I'm just not the audience for this.
no, well, I mean, I guess if you've never played Space Marine 1, but I don't know who that is because it seemed like everybody and their brother went and got Space Marine 1 right before Space Marine 2 came out. So I don't know. What we got next?
Up next, we have Dark Heresy. This is an upcoming RPG game. It's in a similar manner to Rogue Trader. It's by the same studio. You've played Rogue Trader. This is a new game coming out in a similar manner. This time taking place with the Inquisition as the character you play as. I believe it
Man,
an Inquisitor or an Inquisitor underling.
yeah, let me tell you, this is one that could get some money out of me because I did not finish Rogue Trader. I'm kind of funny with my sort of I don't know if patience is the right word, but like the CRPGs as they call them, I kind of like run out of steam on them, and I think I'd played Baldur's Gate 3 not very long before Rogue Trader came out, so I was a little bit over it, but
Yeah.
I might get this and try it because these people that are making these the Alcat are doing a really good job.
hmm
So
Characters you've got. Say the characters look interesting that are going to be in the game. You got stuff like an Ogren. You got looks like some kind of Eldar Spirit Seer. You got a Kroot Hunter. You've got a Rambo style guardsman over here. A doctor. Very interesting things going on.
oh yeah, man. I mean this is four skulls out of five for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe a 3. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up, but it's certainly exciting to look at.
Definitely. And I mean they're just quality games. And they're
Yeah.
games you have to think about too. Like I mean Rogue Trader is not it's a game from another time and it's a time that I like.
hmm How so? What do you mean by that?
So Rogue Trader being I don't know what the C stands for. I think it might just mean like
Classic
I think it might mean computer.
computer. Yeah.
Yeah, because it The thing that is, I mean, I'm sure someone in the comments will get in there and straighten me out on this, but the CRPG is it tends to be like a D100 type system.
Mhm.
It's like the original Fallouts 1 and 2. It's like um oh, I can't
Yeah.
even think of the name of it. It's supposed to be very good. It's like a noir sort of game that came out some years ago. It was a 10 out of 10 on everybody's list, and I haven't played it, but you get
Mhm.
you get dialogue choices, you get that top-down isometric view, you get crazy deep character customization and even things like gear customization. That's sort of thing that you get in the CRPGs. And they don't do any hand holding, so you can mess up quest after quest. You can just mess them up.
Mhm.
You can run in there and fumble some, like, not even skill check type dialogue things, but you can just say the wrong stuff and cause a dust up and end up having to kill everybody in the room. And now there are however many quest threads that you're just never going to get to see, and loot that you will not get to find. And I love that. There are also puzzles that are just so obtuse. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, go find the secret door, and it's impossible to see. And you click on nothing, and all of a sudden, oh, here's the place, and we found it. Some throwaway line in the middle of multiple paragraphs that an NPC is telling you will have like a nugget that you need for later. It's just great that way.
So if I have played the original Fallout, will I be okay with this game?
Yes, if you've played the original two-dimensional Fallout and Fallout 2, it's like that with a whole party. Because
Okay, yeah.
yeah, yeah, you
Might
remember
I might have to pick
how
this up.
silly you'd have a quest item from like minute 2 that you
Mhm.
would not find a use for until 20 hours in. It's that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and I love that.
Okay, yeah. I might have to get this then.
Yep. And we've got
Especially with the
more.
Inquisition involved.
We've got more on Rogue Trader later on in this list. I saw.
Yeah. Up next, we have Dawn of War Definitive Edition. This is once again a looks like a remaster of Dawn of War, updated for modern times with updated visuals, HUD, camera, and more, bringing this classic strategy game to a new generation of fans. I believe does it have the DLC?
I do not know. I don't know anything about Dawn of War. Um, is it? What is it? Is it like Age of Empire? Is it
So
a real-time strategy?
yes, it's a Warhammer 40k RTS
Okay.
in a manner of games like I think Command and Conquer or Star Wars Empire at War. These kind of games.
Okay. So you have a little
Uh,
you have a little base that's thrown up real fast, and it spits out dudes.
yeah, and you've got all the 40k units you love from the tabletop, and you're able to control them and everything. I've been looking at getting into Dawn of War. I've always been interested but never played it, and I think this might be a game for me.
The big headline here is that it's rebuilt on a 64-bit platform, so you're actually going to be able to get it to play, because that is not nothing these days when we're talking about older games.
So
Uh,
that is important.
I'm going to give that 3 skulls out of 5 because that's not RTSs are not my bag. But if you're the type that like it, I could see that being an all timer.
I'm going to give it a 4.
All right. Now this one here, this next one on the list. This is this
Boltgun 2.
this is 5 skulls, baby.
Yep, Boltgun 2 coming out. Sequel to Boltgun 1. You've
Yeah.
played that. I haven't played that.
So I played that and I played the DLC, which was excellent. Um, Man, the DLC was so cool because there was a Hellbrute in it, and I had always imagined that the Hellbrute was a very ponderous, stomping sort of creature, right? And the
Hmm.
Hellbrute comes out, and you hear it stomping. And here's how it stomps. You ready? Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. It is flying at you. Absolutely carrying the mail. All right. And it's scary, man. But in the new Boltgun, Rahu Kohli comes back to voice our man Malice Kaido, and it looks like we're fighting the World Eaters in a direct sequel, and I can't wait. I gotta have it. I love, I love the old chippy looking graphics. I love the just the frenetic pace of the thing.
Hmm.
The weapons are excellent. Every single weapon in it just is, stick your lips out stuff.
Yeah,
It's great. Can't wait.
looks great.
Boltgun 2,
Yeah.
gonna have to have it like the day it comes out. I tell you another thing about Boltgun though is unless this one is very different, you can play him in one sitting. Like on regular difficulty, which is plenty hard enough for me. But it's about a 6 hour pull usually, and you can be from start to finish of a Boltgun game.
Hmm.
But then you can just play it again because I mean it's good. And there's like some
Yeah.
secrets, you jump around. You know how it is. You find a little cliffside and you jump around to what looks like you might fall off the map, and there's a little platform with a whatever.
Hmm.
It's good.
Then we have Boltgun Words of Vengeance, and this is free to download right now. This is a typing game.
Man, I haven't seen a typing game in so long. You remember the oh gosh, what was it? It was the old zombie shooter arcade game.
I've
But
never played a typing game.
you've never played a typing game? I forget
I'm
you're younger than me. Getting people to understand how to type as like a matter of course was a Herculean effort of society.
I was gonna say, but I think we did some kind of typing game in computer class in like ninth grade, like some kind of racing game. I played that, but I've never played a game like this.
Oh yeah, this looks fun. I might download this and try it. Which it does say spell stuff, and I'm not good at spelling anything. So, but then it looks like you just type what it says, and I could do that pretty well.
Yeah.
I like it. Just as
Then
long
we're back.
just as long as it doesn't care too much about corrections, because man, I'd be backspacing.
Yeah. Then we're back to Space Marine with Space Marine 2 DLC Siege mode.
So I haven't played Space Marine 2.
Me neither.
I'm getting to it. I kind of want to I mean, it's a DLC. I kind of want to withhold my rating on this because I don't. Oh, by the way, the typing game. I'm 5 out of 5 skulls.
Okay.
I mean, it's free to
I'm like
download. I may go download that right after we get done.
I'm like one.
Figure out what my words per minute
Oh.
is. Anyway, um, Space Marine 2 DLC. I haven't played it. I haven't played it. I haven't got to. I'm gonna get to it. I promise I'm gonna get to it. The homies that play the flight sim with me, they've been playing it online together all the time, constantly, and I'm like, I'm getting to it.
Mhm.
3 skulls?
I give it a one just because I haven't played Space Marine 2. Probably never will.
Yeah, it's just not the kind of game that I'm that into. That sort of third-person shooter action adventure game. Like, if it's gonna be a third-person adventure game, I want it to be a Zelda. And if it's gonna be a
Mhm.
shoot stuff game, I want it to be something like Boltgun or Doom. So it's a funny type of in between for me.
Yeah. And then there's a White Scar and Blood Angels cosmetic DLC coming with it.
Yeah, that stuff I find to be predatory and just sorry. It is constantly
Yeah.
like, would you like to pay $2 for another whatever? It's like, no, no, I wouldn't. What
Yes,
happened?
waiter, I would like some more.
Yeah. Anyway,
Waiter, more DLC, please.
they're like, we got it. We built it all at the same time we built the game, and we're just gonna drip feed you this whole thing until we have four hundred
More
dollars out
swap.
you. Ridiculous. Anyway, what we got next?
This I am excited for just because I absolutely love the trailer for this. This is Dark Tide Arbites, or Arbites, as I would have called it for years until we got the Arbites in the game and they corrected everyone's pronunciation of it.
I thought they were the Arbites in the game. Am
I know
I?
that's what I thought, but I think they're the Arbites, Adeptus
Ah,
Arbites.
I've not heard the guys say it, but I'll take your word for it.
This,
Yeah. So
this is a new this is a new class for Dark Tide. Now you can play as a basically space cop delivering the Emperor's justice on heretics and mutants.
yeah. Now we talked about this off air a while back when it was announced. Like Dark Tide is not my kind of game. So
Mm.
this is definitely a 1 out of 5 skulls for me because I don't like those sort of PVE, loot hoarding games. But the Arbites are really cool. So they're very much Judge Dredd. They're totally
Oh, it
stolen from Judge
yeah,
Dredd.
looks like
It's
it is Arbites.
Is it
BTs.
Arbites?
Or, I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
just looked up a pronunciation. That's what it says it is. But I've heard it so many ways. It's hard to say.
Well, they're the space cops, and I do like the space cops. I tell you what, if it, I tried to do it. Okay, I tried to do it. The homie Craig runs a Necromunda campaign. It's going on now. They're playing like every couple of weeks. They play some. They play some Necromunda, and I thought, all right, I could play some Necromunda, but if I'm going to do it, I want to be the Arbites. And I looked it
I
up.
think they're in Necromunda. Yeah.
Well, they sort of are, but man, making a list of that stuff will cost you $500
Yeah.
because you can kind of get the space cops and you start with that. But then if you want to add some stuff, you end up needing like one model out of this box and one little thing out of this other box. And by the time it's all said and done, you are uh, you're deep into you're deep into the thing.
Hmm.
So um, I don't know. Eventually, I'm sure there will be a sort of Arbites warband that you can get for Necromunda, kind of all in one box type thing, and then I'll probably have another game that I play.
Yeah. I don't. I think you and me need to try like Vermintide or something, just to see your like taste for these kind of games.
I mean, I'm trying to think which ones of these I've played. I think
'Cause these are fun games.
are they?
I
Yeah.
think they are.
Well, you know what? I'd be willing to try it with you. I certainly don't want to try it with randoms.
Yeah.
The next one though,
This is the Rogue Trader DLC Lex Imperialis,
and guess
and this
what
is
you
once
get?
again more space cops, but this time for the CRPG game Rogue Trader.
Yep, which Rogue Trader is excellent, and I think it's really cool that you could have some space cops with in your retinue. They use that word a lot in Rogue Trader. The Rogue Trader's retinue. You can have all the squad of different people, and it appears you're getting more and more. And now we've got what new 15-hour story quest.
Wow.
I mean, they give you your money's worth on the Rogue Trader, and I'm sure in the Dark Heresy. It's awesome,
Hmm.
and you get pets now. You can have various things, so that's all good DLC. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna give that 4 skulls out of 5 because I think that's really really good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I gave my skulls on the Dark Tide thing, but I'd give that a 3 or a 4 for personal taste. If I were to get Dark Tide, that's what it would be.
Yep.
And then I guess a 1 or 2 on this Rogue Trader one because I haven't played the game. I don't have it, so it's kind of just not really geared towards me at this moment.
Yeah. Which of course, folks,
Me.
these are our ratings and our list. Put your own down in the comments.
Up next, we have a game I'm super excited for, Mechanicus 2.
Yeah. Now I'm not familiar with Mechanicus. It's a
I
little
love
bit. It looks to be a little bit XCOM style.
yes, it's a very much an XCOM style game. I really enjoy these kind of games, the XCOM or Fire Emblem kind of strategy games where you get your little band of guys fighting the other band of guys on a grid basis. And I enjoyed the first Mechanicus game. I enjoy kind of the customization you've got with the way you're going to kit out your tech priests and everything. Have different roles for them. So that was fun. And this time they're having it looks like 2 different campaigns. They're going to have they have Votan in there too.
Yeah,
Looks like they're going to have the Mechanicus standard campaign, and then they're also going to have the Necron campaign where you can play as the Necrons.
yeah. No, I like it. I'm gonna give that four skulls out of five because I do like these kind of games. Um, I enjoyed very much the oh gosh, the Chaos Gate, which is one where you play
Mhm.
as the Grey Knights, and it's an
Yep.
XCOM style. And it's XCOM. Was Mechanicus this way where you have like the sort of overworld setup too, where you do the resource management and all that kind of thing?
Not really. What they had for Mechanicus was before you, like, as you were doing missions, you had kind of like an overworld, almost like a dungeon when they go into the tomb, and they have different paths you can take, and as you choose different paths, you go into different rooms that have puzzles, like word puzzles, and you have to choose the right choice. And then based on that, you either gain resources or lose resources or points that then influence your upcoming battles inside the tomb.
Neat.
Uh, yeah, it's really interesting the way they do that. They have a similar soundtrack to the original Mechanicus. I'm going to be excited because the soundtrack to Mechanicus is one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time.
Really?
Yes, I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's very
I have
much sort of
not.
like it's almost it's like electronic cathedral music.
Interesting.
It's like Catholic dubstep.
So that's 5 out of 5 for you, no doubt.
It is very good. I'm excited for this game.
Well, cool. This next one is something I've never heard of.
Up next, we have Warhammer 40k Supremacy. Oh, the key word to this is mobile game.
Well,
And that,
yeah, whatever supremacy is appears to be something that can is just like a it's sort of like Risk. You can play 40k Risk, or you can play traditional Risk, or you can play My Little Pony Risk, right? It's
yeah,
one of those things that gets reskinned as whatever you want. Yeah. Mobile game 0 out of 5 skulls.
yeah, totally not interested in this at all.
No,
Seeing it
listen,
like that.
listen, guys, listeners. If you like mobile games, stop it. There we go. I'll clip that and we'll post it. It'll be a very short clip. If you like
Mhm.
mobile games, stop it.
Yeah.
Then it says more game news.
Yes, more game news. We have let me find the tab I had it on.
Total War Warhammer Tides of Torment. Like
It's new
there
DLC for Total War Warhammer 3. What were you saying?
would you have to win the lottery to have all of the Total War Warhammer?
Maybe
Do you, do you
it's
have the
kind of
Steam page pulled up? Like what would it cost a person these days to have all of it? Because it's got to be startling.
yeah,
That
it is.
like this is a thing I am really sick and tired of in the games industry.
It is. It's just wild how large and I guess bloated this game is becoming. I'm seeing all the DLC for just Warhammer or Total War Warhammer 3 is $319 without a sale, and that's not even counting all the other 2 games you would have to purchase things for to get the entire like world.
That's insanity.
But
Uh,
here's one thing. I don't believe you have to purchase a lot of the DLC unless you specifically want to play that DLC. It's all in the game. It's all just kind of an unlock system.
See, that feels worse. You see how that's worse?
I
I
guess.
just
I mean, you can just buy the DLC. Like if you want to play like a certain faction, you just buy their DLC.
sure.
And then when you want to like step into another faction, you just buy their DLC.
Yeah. Man, I don't like the idea of the video game costing as much as the actual army. Like
Yeah,
that just feels silly, doesn't it? Like you
yeah.
could
Well,
you
then
could
you can get
really go play Warhammer for the amount of money that you could mess around and spend in Total War Warhammer 3
yeah.
and maybe touch grass and meet somebody and.
But anyway, this DLC contains bonus content for the Slanesh faction and Norsica, and then maybe a couple other things. Has a new legendary lord, Yakala the Denied One for Slanesh, which seems to be a chaos corrupted elf. And then we have Cyril the Faithless for Norsica, and he is a chaos sorcerer.
2 skulls out of 5.
I, I give it 2. One, it's kind of a double deal with me. It's like one skull is going to be for just not having Total Warhammer 3, not being interested in getting this, and then the other skull that combines with this one is just that nudges it up. Is just I like seeing the new things they add that I'm never going to play.
Yeah.
So these combined give it 2 skulls.
No, totally. I'm never playing Total War Warhammer 3, but I like that people are getting stuff, and it seems like cool
Yeah.
stuff. Warhammer 40,000 is coming to Rust. 0 out of 5.
Yep. I'm just like, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Speed Freaks.
Speed Freaks is out. Yeah.
Speed Freaks, yeah, leaving early access. Freaks looks kind of good. It's a little bit Rocket League. It's a little bit Mad Max. It's a little bit, World of Tanks, and all those things sound like a good mashup.
Mm-hmm.
I give
It looks
Speed
like
Freaks 4 out of 5 skulls.
I don't know. I guess give it 2 right now because I don't think I'm gonna be playing this.
I think it might be $20 to get it, or is it
I know, but
free?
still,
It could be
I imagine
free.
you have to pay for this.
I'm not sure.
It says players who have played the early access version will get the base game for free.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. People are hard on 40K and GW and all these people, and sometimes they get out here and they're like, "Hey, we're just gonna have a video game. It's kind of fun, and it will cost you, like Boltgun, for instance. It's like a $30 deal. Like, thank you. It feels very 1997 when it's only $30.
Yeah.
This one you got to be excited about. Vermintide, Verminous Dreams, The Well of Dreams.
I don't know, I'm just kind of about this. It's cool they're adding stuff. It's new DLC with adding content where you can explore underneath an elven temple where the Skaven have started holding up, doing Skaven things.
I think it's cool they're still making stuff for this, because hasn't Vermintide 2 been out for some time?
Yeah, it's been out maybe 6 or 7 years.
Oh, also,
8
concludes
years.
Vermintide 2 with brand new, totally free levels. That's just a free
Mm-hmm.
update. Well, that's
Oh, yeah.
excellent. I add an extra skull. 4 skulls out of 5.
Then we I don't know, 3 for me, I guess.
I like
2 or
it.
3. Just neat.
Tacticus.
Tacticus.
What's the headline here? I
Custodes.
think it's the same headline as before, right?
Just Custodes coming in, new event.
It's a mobile
I
game,
think that's it.
isn't it?
I think it's a PC game.
Is it? I
It's
thought
like
I thought it was a mobile game.
It's 40K Civilization.
Okay. Is it Battle Sector is
They've got
the mobile game? I know
or
one of these is mobile game.
well, we're getting into kind of just Gladius is the
That's
I
the
was scrolling.
one. Yes.
That's the one. Oh, Battle Sector might be a mobile game. We're getting to like the weeds of the games
yeah,
where it's
yeah.
kind of just like we're getting to the Warhammer slop. Where they just kind of like stick Warhammer on anything.
Yeah.
Or if you're a fan of these games,
Right. Hey, and if you're a fan of these, remember these are always our lists, not yours. You can leave yours in the comments. We'll read the comments and your list.
Battle Sector, new campaign, Sisters of Battle, whatever this game is.
Yeah, I don't know
You
what
got
Battle
Gladius.
Sector is.
A new onslaught pack for Gladius. Much requested. Jet bikes, rubric marines. Yeah.
Blood Bowl 3 is still in the league.
Something in Blood Bowl 3 looks like corn. They're adding corn.
Yeah. Warp Forge card game. Fine.
and then
Honestly, the
Legions
the
card game.
Warforged card game, like that is a good card game. I mean, it plays exactly like oh gosh, what was the Blizzard one
Uh,
that was like World of
I can't
Warcraft?
remember. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
it's like that, and those are good. They're
Hearthstone.
that's it. Hearthstone. Those are fun on a iPad.
Hmm.
You know,
And
it's always kind of funny how it's just make number bigger than other number.
you know, Warhammer combat cards.
Oh, and the Warforged they're doing Horus Heresy, so that's fun. Warhammer combat cards. I don't know what we're at here. Here's Talisman, which is another one of those games that gets reskinned for everything. And that I think is it.
Talisman is its own thing. Talisman's its own Games Workshop game.
Oh, is it? I thought it
Yeah, it's
was. I thought it was like something from Milton Bradley.
well, Milton Bradley like has some. It's like it was a Games Workshop game. Then they gave it to Milton Bradley, and Games Workshop still like has some stuff with it. I don't know exactly what the rights situation is.
Interesting. I have no idea what
And then
Talisman actually is and how it works. Do you?
some kind of board game.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, let us know what you're interested in, folks. Go
Oh,
ahead.
and then we have the Art of Warhammer video games book, which I'm kind of interested in because I like these kind of concept art books.
Yeah, those are cool.
I want to get the Total War one
Well,
and a bunch of just little, even more in the weed stuff.
I mean, more
They didn't even
Warhammer
have pictures
40,000
for.
stickers come to Counter-Strike 2.
Perfect.
Let me tell you,
Exactly what I've been waiting for.
let me tell you something, folks. If you or a loved one is interested in making a game that features the setting and characters from Warhammer 40,000, Games Workshop will let you do that.
Yeah.
They won't let you make a recast of a model, but if you've got any old video game and you're like, "Hey, GW, can I make this Warhammer?" They'll be like, "Sure. Sure, give us
Mhm.
15% of the proceeds." It won't sell a single copy, but they're like, "That's fine. If it does, we'll be rich."
That's how Total War Warhammer started.
Wow.
They had just killed Warhammer Fantasy, and then Total War was like, "Hey, we'll
Total
do the
War
rights
was
for this." Yeah, and they're
Total
like, "Sure,
Total War walked
it's
by
dead
and picked it
property."
up out of the trash and said, "Are you going to use this?" And they said, "No."
Yeah, and then they turned it into one of the biggest games on PC.
Oh, that's funny. And now we get to play Old World again because it's all kind of got some momentum back up, right?
Yeah,
I got to think the return of the Old World has a good deal to do with people playing the sort of traditional Warhammer Fantasy on the computer for years.
it absolutely does.
Well, we did it. 48 minutes of
Yep.
podcast. Went through. Let us know which games you're excited about. Let us know what type of games you like. I'm interested to know because I'm starting to become very old man about my games. I sort of don't try new ones very often. I don't try new types very often. I'm sort of like, I'm not about to play a 4X strategy game. I never did get good at them, and I can't be bothered now. That sort of thing. Um, Let us know your level of skulls of hype for the various ones you heard about today. The gem of that whole thing for me is Boltgun 2.
Yeah,
It's just a
I
good,
think mine's
exciting time.
Mechanicus too.
Well,
Mhm.
we will play them when they come out, and we'll let you all know what we think of them. And until next time, don't forget to
Stay fanatical.